Welcome to a new Let's Play with Summer Farm Estates.
Hello and welcome back to Culver Park Farm. We're now into the late autumn. The sugar beet is almost beaten. Just got a little bit left to take up today. 2 loads have to go, as always, to the factory to fulfill our 2 loads of sugar beet a day quota. There's a few little bits that are missed here and there, but we shall get them all done. We will now, as always, there we go, tank empty. I'll now take up some of this piece off this end while we travel down to the next run. Got most of it up. There's just this little corner here left to take out on this, then we can get started with the of the winter crops. Unless the rains come, in which case we will put the cultivator on and pull the ploughed land about a little, which is in one of our new fields. One of our new fields is already drilled. The chap who sold it actually had it drilled before he decided to retire. We shall get off some of these shorter rows here, just to make them a little bit longer to go around. And so we've almost got the sugar beet up, and so this tractor will go on the drill. Got some hours in. We're doing the potato harvesting and the sugar beet harvesting, and the other one is busy over, as I say, in field 13, our new field that we bought. Does mean we've got a big loan going forward, but we don't have to make any repayments until next harvest, and then we've got to start paying £5,000 at a time to clear it off. We do need also, of course, next year to buy ourselves a tractor, but it all depends how much we get for our crops when we sold them all. We've got a load of lots of sugar beet to sell. We've got lots of potatoes to sell. We've got very little in the range of grain to sell, because we sold most of it direct out the field. But, we did send some grain over to America, where they had a bad crop. They're still waiting the money for that. It's something like £10,000 to come from America. So that will be coming in handy as we go forward. This is coming together very quickly now today. we'll need to get some of these rows that we've missed out as well. We should get a full trailer load, so then the other trailer load we will have to take the Land Rover, pick up our loader tractor and bring down, and possibly load one load up. About half full at the minute. Not a great lot to come out this time. We'll get as much of this out as we can now, see if we can fill the tank up. If we take a part load, that's not a major problem. Excuse me. We will now get as much as we can of this up in this corner. Take these up with the tops here, and we shall empty into the trailer. A few bits of sugar beet on the way up to the trailer. May also take all these home first before we take the next load, and then bring the Land Rover back to do it. That is the sugar beet up for the wheat this season. Is all going to fit into there, lovely. Fold up our sugar beet harvester, take it up to the yard. We'll then take this to the shop. 73% full, that will do for the first load for today. Doesn't matter whether you take half a load or an Arctic full. A load is a load. It doesn't specify the size of load, so if you've got a 200-ton train to go to the train station with it, then yeah, that includes that. See there the other major ploughing away. We will take these down to the farm, which will first of all take our load of sugar beet to the sell point. Once we come back, there will be a may actually have to take them, all the loads. We'll leave the trailer down here with this tractor to take the sugar beet each day until such time we can find someone in the area who does transport at a reasonable price. So we shall take the super major back up to the farm, bring the loader tractor back. See how much money we get for this load, and we shall go fetch the loader, load up the second load from the sell point. Could really, I suppose, have left a load of sugar beet in here this morning, last night, and filled it up this morning. So at least it gives our loader tractor a job today. So we will take the super major down to the farm, and come back for this. You can see the other super major there working away, ploughing the field. Hopefully we'll get that field finished today and we can put him to work on the sugar beet land. Not sure how far he will get through it, but we shall bring this down and turn it around. Load it up from there. We shall take the major to the yard, put the sugar beet harvester away and hook it onto the drill, ready for doing some drilling. We may even, before we do this load of sugar beet, we may get some drilling done. Now, money running very low indeed. We need to see if there's a good price on potatoes at the minute. Probably get one of those, a load of those taken away and sold. Super majors won't be too long now before they're put away for the winter. The two 35s will manage the work over the winter in the yard and selling crops. We've got some oilseed rape in the yard. We've got plenty of potatoes and sugar beet piled up in the yard to feed the pigs over the winter. I'm sure buy some complete pig food in the spring when they start breeding again. We're not too worried over the winter what they eat, so sugar beet and potatoes will be their diet. I've got one bag of pig food left at the moment. Also need to get more pigs going forward. We want to have 20 pigs on the farm. Then any breeders each winter will be killed off and sent to the butchers. It does feel good that we managed to get, with 4 days to spare, all of the crops harvested, so that all went well. We've got more work in front of us next year, of course, with 2 extra fields to harvest, but shouldn't be too bad getting that lot done. We should cut the shed with the wheel of the tractor and get the sugar beet harvester round and put into the shed. That doesn't need to be used until next autumn now. That can go there. That's lovely. And put the tractor in the shed. Well, we won't put it on the drill actually, because it will need to go drilling. Where did we put the drill? We parked it up somewhere in one of our sheds. Here it is. 35 will also go on the... I want to get this out of here. We will be drilling today. In fact, we may well leave this just here, actually, on the side of the roadway. We'll take our loader tractor down, get the sugar beet loaded, We can leave then the loader tractor down there and just pop it back to the yard when we want to feed the animals with it. The next load of sugar beets. Sorted. Put the weight on the back just to be better safe than sorry once you're getting big loads on the loader. Put that. No, we don't need the bucket on, it can stay there actually. We've got the beet bucket down at the other yard. Chickens free range around the yard, not an ideal thing, they get in the way. Don't think we need to bother with our lawnmower again until next season. Just caught the cattle grid there, so if the pigs get out, stop them going across it. We'll of course make some money again next season off of baling straw and hay. We did plan to buy another grass field so we could make extra money off the hay, but it didn't transpire that we got one. We got 2 arable fields instead, which in reality will give us more crops to sell, so could make more money off an arable field than we would a grass field. Although the grass field we were looking at wasn't very expensive. If it's not sold when we've got the money for it, we will buy it and have extra grass next season. We've only got one small field at the moment. In the late spring we can get the first cut, and then midsummer get the second cut. Excuse me. Because we've got both the farmer down the road who has his cows, he would like to buy hay off us and straw, and the stables as well, so it'll be good going forward. Did feed the animals last night, so they are all fine. Next time we feed them, we will do it on camera so you can see us feeding them. Also, as I say, we'll have to check the price of potatoes, see if it's a good price. We may have also to save a bit of money on seed, grow a crop of once grown potatoes this year. Buy seed one year, put new once grown in the year after. And that will all work nicely. Good job we brought our weight on to be tilting a bit as we manoeuvre the bucket. Tractor almost down at the yard now with the plough on, so that's getting through the ploughing nicely, so we should soon be able to get that field drilled as well. Once he gets into his shorter rows, should be pretty quickly going through the rest of it. Shorter rows for him to manoeuvre around. And there he goes out of our sight again. Almost full for this second load of sugar beet for the day. We'll leave the tractor down here once we finish with it until such time we need it to feed the animals, because tomorrow morning in game time we will need to sell a few more we will now tip that back out there, and dependent upon the price of potatoes at the moment, we may take a load of potatoes to the sell point as well. And the second load should at least cover the loan interest and everything overnight again. This tractor then will have its trailer dropped off and will go down on the seed trailer. Not sure how long this has got left, 18 hours or 36 days, so we're okay for servicing at the moment. We do need to get ourselves a toolbox taken down to the farm so we can do our own repairs. Don't want to be heading to the dealers every day. Have a look, see, once we get back to the yard we will check and see how much they are offering for potatoes at different places. We've got 2 places we can take them. The BGA, they also purchase crops, so we can now head back to the farm. And have a check, see how much the potato crop is. We will sell a load of potatoes, and that is where we will leave you for today. 1,700 there for the load of sugar beet that went. Plus we had the half load go, so tomorrow will be 2 full loads going. You also need, of course, to have the money come spring to purchase ourselves some more put that there. We will find out that we shall have a check. Potatoes Wednesday stores is the only place. £808.50 something, so it is going up, so we may get a bit more than £808 per tonne. The sugar beet was a great demand there, 819, so yeah, we shall take a load of potatoes over there. Put some in there. Plenty of potatoes, so we can get them taken out. Price is pretty good. It is going up, of course. We may get a great demand tomorrow morning, so we could take another load of potatoes going forward. So we've got a good load here of the potatoes. We shall now get ourselves worked round and tipped into the trailer. Good job we've got the weight on here, because it is a little edge of the shed there with the loader. Second load. That's a better way of going. Almost rolled the tractor over there. Wouldn't be the best of ideas with no cab or anything to protect us. Once we get the potatoes all loaded, we can then leave the tractor in the shed here till tomorrow in game day. And oh, I see what's gone wrong. We've got that steering locker that comes on. Disable that off of the M button. One more bucket will do us, if it's not full now, of course, but we will get another bucket and this tractor will be busy on the bucket over the winter. It's got grain to sell, and we've got all of our potatoes loaded up. They will go, the truck will stay there now, and we can get ourselves turned around, take these potatoes down to the sole point. Get around there, lovely, yeah. And there's the super major again ploughing. We've got £4 now, so it should have 5,000 or 6,000 by the time we've got this done. There's also, of course, talk of rain, so we've got field 1, field 2, and these 3 fields down at this little satellite yard. Got the field that the sugar beet, the one that's being ploughed. No, we've only got 2 to drill. The other one is drilled, isn't it? So got 4 fields left to drill in 4 days. So we're not sure we're going to get it all done. But, everything working pretty well at the minute. There we are, sold that, and another £2,120, so that's well worth bringing the potatoes over. So we've now got 6,200, although it is costing us money for the ploughing because we've got an hired worker there working. At least his wages, we've got the money for his wages. The major right down the bottom of the field turning round again. Let's take this and drop it off here and then start heading back to the yard. Turn this around, and yeah, he's not got a lot. He should finish that field today, which is good. We shall drop our trailer there. We are now going to get the Land Rover to follow us on a worker as well. We need it down the other end at the farmyard. So hope you've enjoyed this late autumn video. Please give it a like, give it a share, comment, drop. If you are new to Summer Palm Estates and you'd like to see more of the work we do here on Culver Park Farm and the many other farms we work on and our live streams, please subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification icon. Tell you when we do these videos, when we do our live streams. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Until tomorrow, it's goodbye from me.
Welcome to a new Let's Play with Summer Farm Estates.